Well, early voting is already underway, and tonight some New Yorkers getting a chance to talk with the candidates running for that open seat in New York's 10th Congressional District. That covers Lower Manhattan and parts of Brooklyn. News 12's Mary Lynn Buckley at that meet and greet tonight to see what the candidates and voters had to say.
This is one of the biggest races in New York City this cycle.
Brooklyn Young Democrats hosting a meet and greet tonight, inviting candidates running in what many consider one of the most competitive races in the August primary election.
Whoever wins this primary is going to be the congressperson for this district.
We watched as 6 of the 12 Democratic candidates on the ballot in the 10th Congressional District took the mic, letting people in the audience know more about them.
I don't come from money or from a political family. Like many New Yorkers, I grew up in Section 8 housing and on food stamps.
I am someone who is running because I really feel this is the time to have a voice in Congress that wants to set the urban agenda.
Many in the crowd came prepared with some tough questions.
Some of the recent legislation that's been passed to address climate change, do you think that what has been passed is aggressive enough?
In terms of e-bikes and scooters and biking, cycling infrastructure, how might you work in Congress to put those provisions in place?
And candidates taking their turns to make their case on why they deserve your vote.
When we're in a gridlocked Washington, we need to figure out ways to bring an obstructionist Republican Party to the table.
I will promise you that I will explore every possible avenue and every possible lever of power to get change on these things I talked about.
And creating a more livable city. That is bike lanes. I actually wrote and we passed the bill for open streets.
No one shied away to talk about their plans if elected.
And now billions of dollars in infrastructure money are coming to New York City, and I'm running in part to bring as many of those dollars to Lower Manhattan and to Brooklyn as possible.
And we don't have the political courage to be able to stop guns from killing children and families in churches and grocery stores. We have to make sure that we have the political courage to be able to make sure that we have the change that we want to see.
I come from community. That is where I started, that is where my heart is, and that is who I respond to. I am not going to be the person who responds to the real estate industry or to Trump donors or to corporate PACs.
Early voting runs through Sunday, and then primary election day is a week from Tuesday, August 23rd.
So you have until the 23rd
Mary
to vote.
Lynn Buckley,
Please do if you live in this
News
district
12.
or if you